Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Today's video is about sharing some tips and tricks with you when it comes to training your arms. And I've got my dumbbells over here, so I'm gonna grab them and we're gonna go through a couple of exercises and a couple of tips that can really help you with respect to helping your arm development. So maybe you'll incorporate a few of these into your workouts. Hang on a sec, I'll be right back. I'll get my dumbbells. So here we are. So I've got my dumbbell here. You might say, Vic, that's not very heavy. Well, it doesn't really matter because I want you to really grasp the idea of getting connected to your muscles and getting connected to your body. And then it's a matter of adding resistance later. But if you're not connected, what's going to happen is that you're going to pick up the stress of the exercise in areas of your body that you're not really focusing on at the time. I mean, if I really want to get this weight from point A to point B, which is from down here to up here, there's a lot of ways that I could do it. I could do this, right? I could do this, and that's what our bodies will do. When we have to move something from point A to point B, the body's intelligent. It will mobilize and figure out the easiest way to do something. But when it comes to bodybuilding and focusing on the muscles that we want to work, we really have to take our position, take a position of deleverage, right? If I want to get this weight from point A to point B, what I would do is probably use the most developed muscles in my body, the strongest muscles, to do this. It's kind of like if I were going to help you move some furniture in your house. I wouldn't think about which muscle groups that were going to move the furniture. I would just try to get that furniture from point A to point B in the easiest way possible. My body would understand what I'm trying to do, and it would mobilize and put itself in the strongest position to move that couch. But when it comes to focusing on a specific muscle group, what we want to do is take the energy away from those strongest muscle groups or the most leveraged muscle groups and put them into the areas that we want to work, in this case the bicep. So I wouldn't haul it up like this, and I would try to slow things down a little bit. I would try to focus, right? I would try to take my focus and energy and put it into this area of my body, and that actually begins before I start moving the weight. So what I suggest is holding the weight in your hand, right? And then first, before you move the weight, sort of relax every other muscle group, right? Don't think about pulling this as fast as possible or moving your body to get some momentum to get this weight up. What we want to do is we want to really get connected to the gravity. We really want to get connected to the feeling of gravity. I call bodybuilding an argument with gravity, and that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to kind of take a slow approach to this and start getting connected to the area we want to work. And that means taking all the stress out of the shoulders and the neck and not worrying so much about moving this weight up. What we're going to do is just keep our hand relaxed. We're going to keep our hands relaxed and just let the sense of this, let the idea of this sink into your bicep before you begin to pull. So it's sort of a gesture, right? It's kind of like the way that Segway works. A Segway works by you sort of gesturing as if you're going to walk, by starting to propel your body in that direction, even before you make the step. And this is very similar. What we're going to do is sort of understand what we're going to do before we do it. So there's this idea of getting connected to this area of the body. We keep our hands very, very relaxed, and we pull up nice and slow. And so we don't want to miss the best part of the exercise, which is the bottom. And that's where we're gesturing. We're going to gesture as if we're going to pull this weight up. We're going to hold the hands in a relaxed position and move up nice and slow. Find the part of the body where we feel the greatest contraction, which is about here for me. If I go up any higher, it's going to be resting up here. So it's right about here where I'm still having that kind of argument with gravity. I'm still sort of connected to my muscle. And then I'm going to lower the weights as well. So again, bodybuilding is not about moving the weights from point A to point B in the fastest way possible. It's about deleveraging, taking the momentum out, refocusing, and putting the energy in the muscle groups that we want to work. So to recap, keep your hand relaxed on the dumbbell. Think about the movement before you do it. Gesture as if you're going to do it, which gets the muscle sort of organized and connected, and then move up nice and slow so that you do not miss the contraction. Find the part of the exercise where you feel the muscle contracted the most, or the most stress, or the most connected to the weights, and then move the weight down slowly with that muscle group rather than just letting it flop down. So again, it's a bit of an argument with the gravity. Instead of pulling the weight up, you're sort of understanding that there's an opposite force working against you as you work with it rather than against it. You're working with this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful in some way. Peace, love, and muscles. Please take care of yourselves. Bye.